This week, it's real life, pro-level sleight of hand magic. You're gonna look like a pro. You just need to get paid next. That'll be a different episode. All right, here you go, you beautiful people. Toast me. Huzzah. There you go. Imaginary toast. I love it. We are back at the Handlebar. We are meeting for the first time John and Diane from Indiana. Lovely to meet you guys. I want to introduce you to one of my BFFs in magic. Joe Diamond came up with the most diabolical Instagram mentalism trick we've ever seen, and he's going to teach you guys actual sleight of hand.
All right, so for this, I need a dime from someone. Can I borrow a dime? Do you happen to have a dime?
There's nothing.
Diane?
Oh,
You do?
how
Okay.
convenient.
All right, yeah, exactly. Diane, I'd like you to mark both sides of the dime. So now it's the only dime in the whole world that looks like it. So you've heard of how magicians have magic wands, right? We're new school wizards. That's why we use magic markers. So
We
if
realize
I have the Sharpie,
wand
yeah.
is in our
Yeah,
heart
yeah,
the
exactly.
entire time.
Exactly, so watch. It didn't disappear, it didn't even go far. You're looking at my sleeve, but lean in, listen. You hear that?
Yeah.
Cup your hands out, because inside is your dime. Now you see why I needed to borrow a dime from you, because a quarter or a nickel.
Wouldn't that fit?
Wanna know what the incredible thing is? Neither does your dime.
How'd you do that?
All right, Diane, truth time. On a scale of 1 to brain explosion, how is this ranking right now for you?
Pretty close to brain explosion.
I'm still alive, I'm proud to
Yes.
report. So here's the crazy part. This does involve sleight of hand, but it is so dead simple that anybody can learn it in 15 minutes, and that's exactly what you're gonna do. But first, you gotta toast me. All right, there you go. All right, Joe, so how long have you been teaching this trick?
Since I was 17.
So we have learned in the past in scam school how to do what we call a false transfer.
Yes.
Where you just sort of press something in your finger and then you make
Yep.
it look like you're transferring it from one to the other. Is that part of it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, here, John, Diane, we're gonna learn how to do
Yes.
the finger palm part.
Yes.
So all you're doing is you're gonna relax your hand and place it in a place where it naturally.
Perfect, yeah, right there. Now just turn your hand over and it'll stay. Yep, see?
One tidbit I tell people is to practice actually tossing the
Yeah.
coin over 2 or 3 times and notice what you are doing unintentionally. There you
Yeah.
go, and actually drop it in there. And so
Exactly.
now you're just gonna simulate
Yep.
doing that. One of these times you're just.
Yeah, you're just not gonna drop it. You're just gonna leave it in that finger palm position.
So follow along with me, right? You got 2 hands out. Your right hand is already has it pinched so that you're able to cup, right? And so you're gonna come in, cup, pause. There you go. Now your left hand is theoretically holding the coin. So make a fist, like you're holding it tight.
Yep.
And then your right hand reaches down and grabs your magic wand.
Because normally when you do that, you're like, oh no, what do I do with this hand? And yeah, exactly, just what you did.
That's great.
Just what you did. And I mention the magic wand before I reach for it. Because if I do this, I say, look, you have your dime. See, now you're suspicious whether the dime went there. But I said we have the dime. We also need a magic wand, but we have a magic marker. So even if you feel self-conscious about, I mean, you could do this. As long as you simulate the actions, everyone's looking at the marker at that point anyway. Now, the other great thing, no matter what size hand you have, when you hold a Sharpie in the same hand you're holding it, it is completely covered.
That is why magicians have magic wands.
Yes.
Is because it's very easy
Yes.
to conceal giant
Yep,
objects
yep.
while you're holding
When
a
I'm
wand.
So you come back, you wave it over, and it looks convincing. You looked at my sleeve thinking it might have gone up my sleeve. And then, and this is the big convincer, the noise. Because that's what convinces you that it's inside here. Well, when I shake it, it clicks again. See, there we go.
That moment of
she
realization.
responded better to the
Yeah.
method than the trick, which is what I love about this. But the sound really does travel up the pen into the cap.
Everyone's just gonna have to believe me at
Yeah.
home. Looking at this, the visual illusion is so compelling
Yes.
that I am convinced I am hearing
Yes.
it up
and,
here.
And even when you lean in, you do hear it.
It absolutely
traveling all
sounds
the way
like
up
it's
to the
inside.
top. So go ahead. So hold it. You want to hold just hold it loosely right there.
And then you're gonna kind of let it go. You're not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
keep
just
pinch.
keep-
Let that dime flop back and forth in there. You don't have to keep it locked in.
And now just shake it.
There
There we go.
Got it.
There you go.
Right?
You got
it definitely
You got
sounds
it.
like it's in
Yep.
there. So step 1 is you have a dime sign.
Yep.
You do the false transfer that we learned. Step 2 is you grab the pen, set it in there, you shake it, and you hear it in there.
But now you have them cup their hands out, which again shows your hands apparently empty. I mean, you're at the worst possible angle and there's nothing to see.
Holy cow.
Right?
This is brilliant because the pen really does cover the dime entirely, and it seems like the dime is not in your hand, so it must be in the cap.
Yes. Right. And now this is gonna be the tough one, you guys. So cup your hands out, Diane. You're going to basically do the batter's move where you go up, up. You're gonna bring it here. Then you're going to, with the dime, take the cap off, and then you're just gonna throw the dime out of your hand. That's all you're doing. You could shake it like that so it looks like it comes out.
That looked amazing.
But even if it's up top, you're doing the big motion of doing this.
Right.
It looks like it comes out. I try to have it hit it a little bit as I come down.
So you get
it
that
sounds
clicky
like it
sound,
clicks out,
yeah.
but it is not needed.
So
Exactly.
I think it is worth saying you have to get the super Sharpie
You have
so
to
it's
get
big enough.
you do have to get the super Sharpies. The only other tip after this is you want to make sure you leave the cap out here. You don't want someone thinking you switch this cap for one the dime will now not fit in.
Got it.
It doesn't make sense with the pen being out there, but people have said it to me.
Sure,
So I
sure.
just keep it all in the same sphere of focus, and then I make them say it. I say, now you see why I need a dime, because a quarter or a nickel, and every single time they say doesn't fit. And then you just bring it up to show neither does the dime.
That is so diabolically simple, requires virtually no skill. All right, here's the important question. John, Diane, which one of you two is gonna perform this for us?
I think Diane can do it. I have faith.
Dude, Joe, did you see that invisible bolt of lightning that just struck Diane? She's
Yes,
got wizard
she
powers
does.
now.
She does.
Show us your
Yes.
powers.
I have one dime.
Okay.
Oh man, that's a dime.
Mark on that dime.
I'm gonna mark
so
up
you know
this
it's your
dime. I'm gonna put a B on this side.
And my name's Joe, so I'm gonna put a J
Put a
on the
J.
other side. There's no way this will be anything else.
Let me just set that in your hand.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So, what do magicians have?
Magic wands.
No friends.
Magic wands.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But there's a magic marker.
Okay.
So
what do they do with the magic wand?
they make things disappear with it.
See, this guy gets it.
Abracadabra, disappear.
It
Nuh-uh.
can't be
No,
gone. I saw it
no,
go.
You think it's
no.
gone?
It's
Yeah.
what? It's gone. It doesn't exist. It couldn't have traveled anywhere. Brian.
Well, it has to
What
be
do you think?
somewhere. It's
Yeah.
conservation
So
of
what's
mass.
the magic wand?
There's something inside that cap, Brian.
What?
I can hear it inside the cap. I can hear
This
it
is
inside the
amazing.
cap.
What do you think it is?
Oh.
Oh, that was bad.
Actually, no, that was great.
that actually
if
is
you
good, 'cause-
if you don't want to do a magic move,
Yeah,
you
can
can just drop them both in
now
there
they have
because
both
that
in the-
works.
And they have both objects in their hand now.
and
Objects
then
in
you
their
can
hand.
say,
Good thing we had a dime.
Yeah, because
Because guess what?
a quarter
Try
wouldn't
putting
fit
that
in
in
there.
there.
What?
No quarter, no
All right.
penny.
All right.
Dude.
You did not embarrass me in front of the Wizards.
let's hear it for Diane the
All right,
Wizard.
Diane the Wizard.
That was amazing. Huge thanks to Joe Diamond for sharing this gem with us. Gem, Diamond, see what I did there? If you are anywhere near the Chicago area, you've got to check him out live. Head to Joe Diamond Live and schedule your appointment with Mystery. I don't think he calls it that. I think he calls it doing a magic show. And then tell me all about it at twitter.com/Schwood. There is no C in Schwood. And of course, if you haven't already dived into the modern rogue, we're on a quest to become the ultimate gentleman, warrior, and scoundrel. And it looks like this. No, why you touched it? Oh, you peel it and then you never touch it and it's beautiful forever. You're a monster. You are a monster,
For a
Jason
second, I
Murphy.
thought I did something horribly wrong, and then I
No.
thought, "Psh, I'm gonna press my face on it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
work on getting that nice and floppy.
Yeah, yep. That's good. She's having flashbacks. Oh no, what's happening? I don't know what's happening.
Well, here, let me recap that. So you,